just to verify. And sure enough, that's in alphabetical order. So we'll do that from time to time too. If you need this sorted based on some other criteria. But most of the time with a summary list, I'm not concerned about resorting it. I'm concerned about just getting my unique list. And it's okay if it's alphabetical or chronological or whatever it is. So all there really is to sorting. It's pretty easy. There's an example that it wants us to do, but I'm not going to do it because we are going to jump to our quiz. Before we jump to our quiz, are there any questions on sorting? I don't think I've ever had a question on sorting. So, all right. So our quiz is on page 330. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at, it's going to give us a really brief report request. Okay? Basically just going to say, I need to create a list of something. We need to determine what type of list is it going to be. Is it going to be a data dump, or is it going to be a summary list? The first 4 exercises, they actually tell you the table name. The last 3, they require you to figure out which table and what type of list. Now, in our appendix, if you need help trying to figure out tables, Appendix 1, 2, and 3 actually has a little brief description of the main tables that are used in Nav, what their unique value is, and kind of a brief description of what you can find in those tables. So that can be very helpful, just in general. So for example, example 1, I'm not going to use the exercise 1, and the examples on page 330. I need to get a list of customers who have a posted invoice in the last month. I have to go to the customer ledger entry table because I'm concerned about getting customers who posted a transaction, right? In order to get a transaction report, I need to go to a transactional table. And because I want to get a list of customers, right, I'm going to use that customer number. It's a non-unique field in that table, right? A customer might make multiple purchases from us. We don't want to see that same customer over and over again. So we're going to do a summary list. On the other hand, if we just want a list of customers that are not blocked, one of our examples that we actually did, we went to our customer table. That blocked field is something in there. We know we can just dump out the records from our customer table. It'll match our records. So we're going to do a data dump. So that's all these exercises are. There's 7 of them. Take about 5 minutes, go through those. And we'll kind of discuss them. Like I said, the first 4, they tell you the table. The last 3, you've got to figure out which table you want to go to as well. You can always use your jet browser to look around the tables. more minutes, we'll review these together. After we're done going over this, we'll take a break. You gotta stretch your legs, grab some coffee. Okay, shall we go over them?
Yes.
This is the one time I actually call on people. We're just gonna go around the room, so some of you won't get called on. So we'll start with Max here. What do we have for number one? A list of employees that were hired more than 5 years ago.
David John.
Everybody agree?
Yep.
The screen? Yep. We just need a list of employees. It's telling us to go to our employee table. I just want to mimic that. Kristen, number two, a general list of general ledger accounts that Bill M. posted to last month.
I said summary, but it's probably just a data dump.
I think summary's right, because he could have posted to the same account multiple times.
Exactly. Bill probably posted more than one time in the account, so we want to get a unique list of his transactions that he posted. Right, because we have to go to that GL entry. Okay. Erica, number three, a list of inventory posting groups on all non-blocked items.
I put data dump.
Data. Anybody get anything different? This is one of those that probably could go either way, because we're going to our item list, but
There's only one inventory posting group for each item though.
right, really what we want is a list of the posting group, the
Yeah.
inventory posting groups. So because we could have multiple items going to the same posting group, we need to uniqueify it. Right? So this would be a summary list. I could have 5 different items posted to one. I don't want to see hats 5 times.
So does it list it multiple times if it was posted to?
Right, yeah, so if I had, let's say if I had, here's my list of items, item A, B, C, D, E, F, and X, Y, Z, and my posting group for this is hat, shoes, right? If I did a data dump, I would see hat, shoes, right? Really what I want to do is say, well, what are my posting groups? I have a group of hat that's being used. It's going to grab both of those. And I've got a list shoes. Grab that one. So we want to take something that's non-unique and uniqueify it in that table. Now, if every single item had a different posting group, it might be a little bit different. Shelly. Which one are we on? 4. A list of general ledger accounts that are posting accounts.
No.
Data? Sounds good to me. Okay. We're going to a master table. We just need to get a list of accounts. We're going to filter on the type of account it is. Bring back those accounts. All right, Paul, number 5. A list of vendors who we have purchased from in the last year.
So for the table, I said vendor ledger item table.
Vendor ledger entry.
Entry.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll take that. Yep, that's
All
good.
right, and then it's a summary list because it's just the list of the vendors.
Right, and we may have what is it, purchased something from him multiple times in that year. Hopefully,
Hopefully,
yes.
You know, Brian, you skipped right over.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry.
And he was
That was
offended
intentional.
because he had
That was
that
intentional.
right.
I did have it right.
I don't know how I did that. So Justin, why don't you take number 6?
I said inventory profile, am I right?
On number 6,
Yes.
list of items that are finished inventory posting group. It went down too deep. We can just go
Inventory
to.
posting group.
We can probably just go to the item table. right? Because we need items and we're gonna have our inventory posting group on there. So we're just gonna go to our item table, our master
So I
table.
went too far.
When you drill down too far, and,
All right.
There was an inventory posting group that.
but I don't think it actually has the items associated with it. I think it's just like the description of it, and if we looked at that table,
Mm.
let's see.
Could
It's
you do
okay.
like the
It's not that
physical
bad.
inventory ledger entry?
If there is one, let's see. So if we go to our browser, because a lot of those tables like the, which one did you say was? The
It's the,
Inventory posting group?
inventory posting group. So if we look at that, all it really has is what's the code of that posting group and what's the description of that posting group. So there's no items in there that I could pull out.
The physical inventory ledger entry had it.
And I'll be honest, I've never seen this table ever in my entire life.
So what table did you?
Physical
Inventory posting
ledger
group.
Oh,
entry.
wow.
And so what do we need? Does it have a
There was,
finish?
look at that.
Yeah.
there was like a posting
No, no,
group.
I had it.
If there's inventory posting group is what we're after,
But
and
I know
item.
inventory would have worked better.
Item would have worked better. It's a smaller table, but that goes to prove that sometimes you can get the
Yeah.
same report going against multiple tables, right?
Yeah.
We could have gone to the physical inventory ledger entry. The only problem I would have with that is what if we don't have an item that's physically in inventory right now? It's not gonna show up, right? I believe this table, like I said, this is the first time I've seen this table or ever had to use it. This shows what we currently have right now. If we don't currently have it right now, it's not gonna show up in this table. So that might weed out some of our products that maybe we had last year, but we haven't restocked this year. That's the only problem I can see with that one.
Well, yes, but it's only finished inventory that you,
Yeah. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. So
Yeah.
sometimes you can I can get the same report going against the item and the item ledger entry table. So the inventory posting group, I believe, is in the item ledger entry table as well. But it's gonna show me something slightly different, right? Because then I'm gonna want a certain date range if we've ever moved it. If we haven't moved it, it's not gonna show up in that list.